Here's another very good friend of ours we have not seen for a while. He is going on tour this summer in the play Love, starting July 10th at the Arlington Park Theater in Chicago, then on the Flint, Michigan, Warren, and Dayton. Will you welcome, please, Dom Deluise.
It's good to be here.
A magical opening tonight.
Can you imagine that? Wasn't that terrific? You know...
Who was your sixth grade teacher, first of all?
Miss Mittenswine.
You see? There you are. Miss Mittenswine.
She was terrific. She had a plate, and I used to sit in the front row, and I used to look up at all the ironwork in her mouth. It was, but she was a wonderful, wonderful woman. She is...
It's amazing what the things you remember as a child, for some reason, around the sixth grade.
Yeah. I remember the one guy, the fastest guy in our school was Cosmo Infantolino. But even if he was the slowest guy, you would remember that name, right?
Yes, that is a name.
That's so terrific that you wrote a letter, you know, when you were 11 years old, because you always wanted to do this. Right. And you got your wish. I'm very glad for you.
That's nice. Funny?
What else would you do if you didn't have this job?
I suppose get a cup and beg. I don't know. What do you mean, what would I do?
Well, I mean, where would you pound your pencil if you don't...
Yes, I've got to have something to do that.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
You've been back in New York?
Yes, I've been in New York for 6 weeks, and New York is really exciting because they took a lot of people that were sitting around, and they just put a rope and they just... And they said, now try to live together, you know? It's really just hot times. You just, give me a hot dog. All right. Oh, hello, Mom. How are you? It's good to see you. Oh, there's my cousin. It's all just so exciting. It's just, you know, hello, I haven't. You go to the opera and you meet somebody. They go, hi, I haven't seen you. Remember me? I went to high school. Yes, yes. Oh, how terrific. Hello, Nureyev. Oh, it's so good to see you, Nureyev. You know, and then people are begging on the streets. A man is just laying on the street. People are saying, just step over that. Don't worry. Don't get you. I never saw a street like, I mean, it was a wonderful, wonderful taxi. It's mine, an old lady said.
I'll kill you.
It's mine.
Yes, yes, it's mine. Oh, hello, Dom. I'm very late. Ring in the car. It's just, you know. And then no matter where you go, there's a hand. There's a hand out, and it just says, tip, please. Please tip me, whoever you are. I just want to tip, you know what I mean?
It doesn't do anything.
Oh, and the waiter comes. You know how the waiter goes? He just, you go to a restaurant. That's the silverware, you know? Yeah. And they just, and you just go, can we have a salad menu? What menu? Here, have this. You know how they are? And they just, you know.
Yes, lots of this.
Oh, it's just...
Lots of that, you're right.
Yeah, you just go down, you're sitting with your wife, and you go, and my darling, and then suddenly this man comes, and you're interrupting his flow just by the fact, you gotta get with it, you know? And it is a wonderful city, because I saw shows. There's one New Yorker. There's a lot of them here. It is an exciting city. In California, you drive along, and you know, there's lights. You see people, hello, and everybody's smoking something on the corner. They're just going, hey, hey, how are you? You know?
Did you visit relatives back there? Is that part of the trip?
I did. I have so many relatives there. It's just amazing. My mother and father came from Italy, and they kissed a little, and then suddenly, you know, all people came, just all incredible. I stayed in the same rooms that I was born in, you know. My mother had a baby. It was me.
Yeah.
And I was there at the time, so I remember. And
want to be near your mother, remember all those? Certainly. All right.
And the wonderful thing is that my wife and I slept in the same bed that my mother and I slept in. Try that.
Certain kick there, is there?
It was very strange, you know, because I was breastfed. Can you say breastfed?
I just said it. Well, what's wrong with that?
In that same bed.
Until you were 14.
Until I was 14, and I loved it. Now. And my kids slept in the same room that I was raised in, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, so it was a very odd kind of a...
It's got to be rather an emotional deja vu type of thing.
It was a deja vu. Well, we had a dog. We had to get rid of him.
I see.
On the rug. No, anyway, it was really exciting. Some of the people that I grew up with have children. And my father was a very loud man, you know? My father was a man who spoke this way. What the hell is going on here? Get out of the way. Come on, give on, you kids. You know, don't stand over here no more. Hello, I give it to you good. Get up. That was Christmas.
That was Christmas. And now for the bad news.
So some of the little kids that were 12 years old came up to me. They were, you know, they were wanting my autograph and stuff. It was really nice. It was a good feeling. Because to be accepted on your own block was thrilling for me. I have to say that. I mean, it was truly a good feeling. you know, where it counts, under the skin. Anyway, she came to me and she said, your father used to yell at my mother. Chased my mother away from here. She had nothing to say to me, so she said, can I have your autograph? And then she claimed, you know...
Your father chased you away?
My father chased her mother away.
It's kind of fun going back, isn't it?
Well, yes, but I'm on a diet all the time, you know.
And your mother still cooks?
My mother, I love her with all my heart and stomach. My mother makes, it was in New York, it was hot and sticky, and we were all kind of just hanging over the air conditioner and letting it blow into our pants, you know? You know, it was hot. It was a hot day. You get the picture.
Oh,
you know?
yes, I certainly do.
And the perspiration just was going here and then in your neck, and then it was just hot. It was hot. And I went in the kitchen, and my mother's going... I said, what are you making for lunch? What? She said, pizza. What? So she had to put the oven on. You know how long you have to go. And she was making pizzas, and my little kids, they'll survive, of course. And they're eating pizza and milk and soda and that. And I'm just sitting there. Just the smell is making me... It was hard. It's hard to eat pizza, you know? When you're slightly heavy, and when you're in a steam room, it's hard. You know what I mean?
But she'd make all those things, and you didn't want to hurt her feelings.
No, so I would eat them. I would eat the pizza and stuff. In fact, we had a lot of peasant dishes, you know? You know what a peasant dish is? This is a dirty joke there, but I won't go on.
I don't want. Who's a peasant dish? Laverne? I don't know.
Laverne is a peasant dish, yes. Pasta vazul, you know.
Yeah.
Everything was made with a little bit of pasta and some beans, and that was... You don't see protein very much, you know what I mean? Unless a chicken gets loose in the back and runs across your table, you know what I mean? It was very, very strange for me to do that. It was a wonderful trip, in other words, even though there was some... You know, I got heavy with pizza and stuff, and it was wonderful.
Yeah, but you can do that once in a while.
Yeah. Oh.
When we come back, we got a whole crazy bunch of things to show you.
Could you tell I had a thought that you thought I had gas? It was a thought.
Oh, excuse me.
No, you know, I won't...
Einstein used to do that, and they'd say, what is it, Einstein gas? He says, no, M equals... He wouldn't have thought of that. They thought it was gas, and he came up with it.
Yes. I'll wait, because I have no place to go. I'm stuck here, right?
Well, you're not stuck here. Well, we do have a short message here.
Yes.
And then we will be back. Oh, we're back. I'm looking at some of these. You had a thought there.
If you pull that, it goes bang.
Yeah, but that's what we're gonna show you, and then you have to tell me what the names are later.
Oh, yes, right on.
What was the thought that we interrupted you with?
No, that I was going to go to Chicago. That was all. I was going to say, hey, I'm going to Chicago.
In Love?
In Love, right. In Arlington Park in Illinois. And right. I have a terrific cast, wonderful actresses, a wonderful actress, only just one, Joyce Van Patten and Bill McCutcheon.
She's fine.
She's wonderful, and he's wonderful also.
I wanted to mention that I'm going to be in Milwaukee in August doing Sugar.
You're going to do Sugar?
Yeah, first time I will have appeared in public in a dress.
Oh, I'm going to... You know, you'd look...
That we know of. I will not be in Milwaukee this summer. You sent you to somebody... Not all of us can go at once.
You're going to look great in bubbies.
Bubbies? What are bubbies?
Bubbies are little...
Wedgies or boobies?
Boobies.
Boobies. Oh, you mean...
Am I saying it wrong all these years? I'm saying it wrong.
You used to say bubbies?
Bubbies.
You who were breastfed for most of your natural life and you can't even say...
Well, once your lips in that position, you might as well just say bubbies.
Grown man. You look nice in bubbies. And everybody goes, what are bubbies? What is that?
Anyway, in that show, you have to dress up. It's going to be fun.
Ladies, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have a fetching little number, you know.
And then I just want to tell you, if I can, I'm going to work for John Kenley, who is a wonderful producer, and I'm really crazy about him. And I'll be in Flint. Warren and Dayton.
Yeah, I understand he is a great kind of work for. Everybody
He's got a brain and a mind that he just puts people together and great chemistry.
I hope you have a great tour.
He's extraordinary.
Yeah. You want to play another game now? Where Orson brought novelties.
I'm here for games.
I'll credit Esquire magazine because they had an article here on objects that you see all the time, and people don't really know what the name is. They can describe it, and they can say, well, that thing that goes on the lamp, or what is that? Nobody knows. And we have a bunch of them. I'm just going to bring them out and see. Where's the first one? Yeah, here's what I was talking about.
Oh.
This is the thing that goes inside of a lamp that everybody has seen, that, you know, fits into where the bulb is, and then you put the shade on
top. The light bulb is in there.
Well, there's a name for this.
Don't have a clue.
Now, I would
That's right,
say
lady
it's
just mentioned it. That's a harp. You're right.
Harp?
There's an angel in the audience.
I wouldn't have known.
That's the technical name for that is a harp.
Well, I would just say the thing that goes around and sticks in, and you would have the lampshade that holds the lampshade.
That's why it takes so long to say that. You know, give me that curlicue thing that you know goes in with a...
Yes.
Do you think a man in a hardware store would know harp?
Yes.
Oh,
He
yes,
would. He said, give me a go.
Sure.
Let me
And the
see.
hardware store.
Now, you said this thing you pull.
And it goes bang.
Now, this is a little party favor, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's going to go in your
the other way.
hand.
It's gonna what?
Yeah, like
It'll
that.
go in your
Do it
hand.
like that. That's
Yes.
right.
You pull,
Turn this.
otherwise you...
That's it. Now pull it. Now you're
Now
right.
pull it.
Now pull it.
Now,
I'm so glad you turned it
now there's a
around.
name for that, and it's really not too difficult. No, that's close. Party snapper or party popper.
A
Party snapper?
Yeah.
Party snapper. I wouldn't have
a
guessed party snapper.
All righty. Moving
Party
along
snapper.
here. What do you
get
call
party
this?
snapper?
No, wait a second. There's a...
Just a moment.
Hold that a
It's a
second.
game, and
Now,
there
let's
are
see if there's
points.
I got to
You
get the
just
correct name.
You want a yard, sir?
Now, that's very simple.
pull.
What you call that?
Is that they call a tassel, a pull?
No, you're right. It's just a Venetian blind cord tassel. That is what the name
That's
is.
ridiculous. Who included that in the group?
I don't know. That's what it is. All right. What do you call this little thing when you're out in the garden?
A fork.
No, there's a name for it. You know, if you ever use these every day. Now, if you went to get one of these, what would you say?
A four-pronged chicken kisser. What do I... What is it?
Four-pronged what?
Chicken kisser. I don't know.
It's a hand cultivator.
A hand cultivator?
That's the
I
technical
have one of
name
those
for that.
home. I do, and I don't call it that.
Yule Gibbons fork. I don't know what that is. All right, what else is there? Okay, here's one I'll bet you don't get. Here's one you won't get. Here's the eyeglasses, right?
Yes.
All right, now, what is this part that fits over your ears called? There's a name for that.
Lobber.
Lobber?
The ear lobber.
No.
I had.
You'll
no.
never get this, because this is one of those
He's
technical...
just guessing, Johnny.
That's true.
That is a comfort cable temple.
Jeez, I lost one of those last year.
That's a comfort cable temple. If
My
you went down
comfort
to get
cable
this
temple is
fixed,
a little
you know,
tight.
if you had to go get that fixed, you'd have to say that the end part that swings and goes over your ear. It's a
Incredible.
comfort. Isn't this exciting?
Yeah.
All right, what else do we have here?
You know, we can wait for 25 years to come up and have somebody ask
You know
us,
what these are?
what is this called?
These are for you put on lamb chops
Lamb
in a
chops.
restaurant?
Oh, yeah, panties.
Well, yeah, but there's another name in French.
Culotte.
Missing the papillotes, I guess. or
Papillotes?
Something like P-A-P-I-L-L-O-T-E.
Papillote, and it goes
Yeah.
like this. Yeah.
That's what
Oh,
they
these
call
are
it.
wonderful things.
Here's one you won't
They
get.
don't. There's not much call for them today, though.
Here's one you won't get. Bottle of champagne or a wine bottle. You see this in the bottom here?
Yeah. What is it called?
Yeah. What is that indentation in the bottle of a wine bottle called?
Bottle navel.
A bottle navel?
Yeah.
Not bad. Interesting. I guess that's to keep the sediment, when it settles, to keep the sediment from, you know,
I never
going...
knew. I thought it was to sell you less champagne. I never knew.
No, I think that has something to do with the sediment, so it'll settle down the side. That's called a punt or a kick.
I'll call it a kick.
All righty.
Okay.
Well, you want to clean up? Oh, what else have we got here? I want to stump you. Now, there's one that, what do you call, these are so dumb, some of them. The typewriter mark, you know, when you're typing, is that kind of,
Stroke.
you know what that's called, that particular mark that's like
It's
that?
an Andor.
Well, their real names are a solitus, a separatrix, a virgule, or oblique.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Now, he got one tonight. I says, what is pocket lint called?
I know what pocket lint is called. Ner. But you got a lot of ner in your pocket.
G-N-U-R-R.
I thought it was N-E-R.
Truly, they had it in a Broadway play or something. There was a song about it, and it's called Ner.
Ner? I was going to have a pillow made, but I never had enough ner.
You never had enough nerve. All right, we did the wine bottle. Where's the biggies here?
Oh,
This is easy. You've seen this?
Yes, that's the,
That's a lentil.
no. It's a foot ornament that has elephantitis.
No, it's not a... what do you call that? It's so easy. This one's easy.
What
A
is it?
cap.
It's a roof light that goes on a taxi.
Oh, get out of here. Of course it's a roof light, but you wouldn't want to say just that.
That. All right, I got one for you. I bet you can't tell me what this is.
Telephone.
No, I thought you had one, huh? It's not the phone. What is this little thing here?
A cradle.
No, I'm talking about this.
Oh.
That's the button, the cradle
No,
button.
no,
A
it's...
doo-wacky.
That's
No,
a
it's not a
puppet.
do. You see, that's what we
It's a
call things
doo-wacky.
like that, a do-wacky.
That's
But
called it's a pupic.
no.
a puppet.
That's your
No.
navel, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I
I
thought.
hope so.
That's Yiddish for a navel, a pupic. You got
Yes.
ner in your pupic.
This is the plunger.
A plunger?
Plunger.
Well, what does the plumber use?
Huh? That's a plumber's friend.
Oh.
Plumber uses a wiretap. Sorry.
One for you.
Bakers use this. It's
Yes.
for sugar.
Yeah.
But what is it really called?
It's a meshuggah.
No, it's not a sugar. You know what that is
I don't know
called?
what.
That is called a dredger.
You dredge it with,
Apparently, this is
That's
what this
what the
is if you
goyim
go to
call it.
buy one. It's a dredger.
The goyim call it that. Otherwise, it's a
My
meshuggah.
mother uses one of those, but she don't call it a dredger.
All right. Now, this is one of these crazy things.
That's a shoelace.
That's a shoelace. I'm not talking about
that's
that.
a- he wants 3
I
by
want to
5
know
card.
what you call this part down at the end of the shoelace. With that little stuff. No, it's not. There's a name for
A
it.
celluloid insert,
That's
which is as good as a roof light.
That's an aglet.
An aglet?
An aglet. A-G-L-E-T.
What do you call the hole that you stick the aglet in?
That's an aggle.
That's an
The
aggle.
aglet and the aggle.
It's an aggle hole.
Aggle.
Aren't you glad you tuned in?
All righty. What else have we got here? That's the end of it. We thought this was going to be real.
It's for you.
Okay, Smarty, what do you call this?
Oh,
That's the thing that goes
around the champagne.
around the
and
cork
holds
and
the cork on.
yeah, what's it called?
That's
Oh.
a
A wire.
A wire? Well,
Wire,
it's
twisted wire.
Aluminum.
a twisted wire holder. That's a quaff.
wow.
I was going to say it. It was on the
Quaff.
tip of my fern.
You guys don't know anything, do you?
Well, these are hard.
What?
These are
Give
hard.
us some easy ones.
All right.
Ah.
Oh, I love those.
Remember
I
those?
love
The
those.
dot candy.
The dot candy on paper. What do you call
En
that?
papier.
What do you call that? There's a name for it.
Cavities.
No. Cavities.
Just candy
Remember those you
dots.
go in?
You know
No.
what these are? You know, they're this long and
Yeah,
they
and they got
oh,
the
yeah.
little-
They're gooey.
Buttons.
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 Buttons. Remember those?
Oh,
Buttons.
that's great.
Love them.
You got them.
You know, one time we went in a restaurant in North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, very fancy, and it said on the menu lamb chop, sirloin cut steak, and underneath it said baked potato en foil. En foil.
Oh, foil. Comes out in some Reynolds wrap, right? Well, we had some others here, but this doesn't seem to be such a big hit anyway. So,
Well, we liked
we
it.
thought it'd be kind of interesting. There are certain people who really like salads, and if you want it to smell good, you use that. If you want it. Oh, well, you were really hyped up tonight. Go.
Good music. Good music.
Moving along. It is unbelievable that a man who runs one of New York's most successful nightclubs, loves good crowds, still gets no respect. But that's the way it's been. Would you welcome our entrepreneur of Dangerfield's, Rodney Dangerfield?
Hey, hey.
What a crowd, what a crowd. Now, I'll tell you, I'm all right now. The Seth was in rough shape, though, you know. Yeah, my wife, she started in again, you know. She keeps throwing up to me. I worked in Las Vegas. I went broke playing the slot machines. Oh, Vegas, they got slot machines all over, even in supermarkets. I went in to buy a container of milk, cost me $238. Now, I'll tell you the truth, I had trouble with my wife before we got married, you know. We went together for 6 months, then she gave me the air, told me it was all over. I said to her, what's the matter? Is there somebody else? She looked at me. She said, there must be. I'll tell you what, my wife, I never got no respect at all, you know. We were going steady. She told me, don't talk about sex until we get married. We got married. She told me, now you can talk about it all you want. I'm married 20 years. All I get is smart answers and bad cooking. And my wife's cooking, forget about her cooking. But the other night I left over a hamburger. She used it to scrub the sink. Well, you had to come and get it. My house is try and eat it. The trouble with me is I'm too easygoing, you know. Like this afternoon, I had a bite to eat in a restaurant. I got busy. I had to share a table with someone. He sat down, an old man. Must have been in his 80s. I mean, this guy was old. I asked him to pass me the salt and pepper. He had to make 2 trips. I never get lucky in restaurants. I had dinner last night in a Chinese restaurant. I opened my fortune cookie. And it was a guy's check next to me. I said to him, hey, buddy, I got your check. He said, thanks. So I meet his wise guys. I was going to take a little vacation, talk to some guy who works in travel agents. He told me I could spend 6 nights in Puerto Rico. No days, just 6 nights in Puerto Rico. I said to him, well, I do myself days. He says, you can do whatever you want. Just keep out of Puerto Rico. A great crowd here, I'll tell you that, you know. Tell you, with me, nothing works out, you know. My neighborhood's getting worse. I told you before, I live in a tough neighborhood, you know. Just last week, a guy pulled a knife on me. I could see it wasn't a real professional job. There was butter on it. I tell you, where I live, you can't protect yourself. But one day, there was a knock on my front door. I figured I'd play it safe. I opened a peephole. A guy reached in and grabbed me. I tell you, in my building is nothing but robberies. Every time I close a window, I hit somebody's hands. Nothing but robberies over there. But the other night, I took the wife and kids out. I figured I'd play it safe. Left all lights on the apartment, left the radio on, left a note in the front door. The note said I'm inside. Came home that night, I still got robbed. The guy left his own note. He said, I looked all over for you. Everything wonderful.
Every time you close the windows, you hurt somebody's
That's what
fingers.
happens in my building, John, yes. And I wouldn't lie to you, you know that.
No. Nice of you to make the trip out here.
It's my pleasure, John, because over here you meet so many wonderful, wonderful people, full of love here in California.
It is, right,
beautiful,
right.
Really, really love. You really are. They're nice people, I'm telling you. In fact, coming over here, I had a cab driver just full of love, you know?
Yeah.
Really. And this guy kept talking and talking. He was so happy. He told me all the people he had in his cab, you know? And then he described in detail how he had them. It was really
Interesting. I didn't know that.
It's another one I should have
A lot
tried
of
out.
love out there. You got to take them out of town. You can't just trot them right
Yeah,
out
I got to
here.
break him in all over, you know. But he was a sexy cab driver, tell you the
Oh, he
truth. I'm
was,
sexy
huh?
myself lately. I don't know what it is.
Really?
Maybe the weather, what it is. Very seldom be personal, nothing like that. But remember, it can happen to anybody getting sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went out last week. I tried something new last week. As a matter of fact, group sex.
Group?
You?
Oh.
Now I have a new problem. I don't know who to thank. Oh, that was a wild party I went to last
Wild
week.
party,
Oh,
huh?
What a wild party. No, I wish you were there. Ooh, what a
Yes,
wild
I'd
party.
like to be.
I got there, rang the bell, a big naked blonde came to the door.
Yeah.
And he was the butler.
The butler. How'd you know he was the butler?
Oh, I knew he was the butler because you could tell he was...
I knew he wasn't the maid. That's the
No,
truth.
I'm
Yes.
late in the
I
living third.
see.
You got to be careful here. But no, but sex is a powerful thing.
Yes, it is.
It really is.
No, as you get a little older, you think it diminishes at all?
No, sex is a powerful thing.
Powerful
really
thing,
is a
yes, it
power.
is.
I mean, a guy meets a girl, he's not sure if he likes her. A guy takes her out, he'll take her out a few times, spend all kinds of money on her, ask her all kinds of questions, you know. That's where a dog is lucky, you know. A dog is smart. You know, a dog meets another dog, you don't have to go through all that. Gives out with one smell. She's for me. That's it, you know. It's not And you know, I love dogs.
You love dogs,
I love
huh?
dogs.
I didn't know that.
I love dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs of every... I work with some great dog acts. Great dog acts, Johnny. Great dog acts. I work with Carmine's Canines.
Carmine's
Great act.
Canines.
Oh, great acts, yeah, great acts. Laverne and her boxer. Oh,
Laverne and her boxer. I missed that act.
sure. And show business, tough business, dog acts. These are great acts.
Yeah.
And show you know how tough show business is.
certainly.
Oh, it's tough show business. Oh, boy. Sometimes I think back of all the women I had to sleep with to get where I got. No, I'm just kidding. I'm no
I know.
ladies' man. You know that. You know. I was a kid in show business. I never got girls. Never.
Yeah.
Never. I was a kid in show business. I remember my big score was Baltimore, 1949. A chubby waitress with acne. I remember her very well. I got lucky one night. You know. Yeah. Girls always give me a hard time. Never got lucky with girls. In fact, just last night, a hooker made me say please. But I tell you, Johnny, I count my blessings.
Count your blessings.
Count my blessings.
As long as you have your health.
Oh, that's what count your blessings. No, got to count your
Health is
blessings,
everything.
Johnny. Got to count your blessings. Thank heaven I'm doing okay today, and I had it tough for years, you know.
Yeah, I
So
know
I
you did.
paid a lot of dues, Johnny. Worked a lot of tough joints, you know. Fonzo's Knuckle Room, remember that? place?
Fonzo's Knuckle Room.
Oh, he was tough, Fonzo, was he tough. Oh, Fonzo, he was the first one. He started acupuncture, you know. Yeah, with an ice pick. Oh, I had it tough for years, Johnny.
Tough years, huh?
Everybody has it tough, I guess.
I suppose.
Everybody has problems. I met a guy last week with a problem.
Oh?
Oh, boy, this guy told me he had an affair with a girl 3 months ago. The guy's going nuts. He didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
He told me what happened was the rabbit didn't die. It just stays in critical condition. You know? Okay. People have problems all over the
Problems
place.
all over.
But I told you before, and I'm going to tell you again, Johnny,
Yeah.
health is
Health is,
the
as
whole
I
thing
said.
is health. You got to take care
As long
of
as you have your health.
Take care of you. You got to think young, hobbies, interests. You got to think young.
Right.
I try to think young all the time.
Do
You know
you?
what I mean? Always do that. Can I have a cigarette, too?
Certainly. It's not good for your health, though. You know.
So I got a crazy doctor told me to keep smoking if I want to stop chewing gum. So what do I do?
Is that the same doctor you,
So Dr. Vinny Boombat.
Zenny Boombat.
Health is important. I got into astrology lately. Got a new interest. You know what I mean?
did you?
Oh, astrology is very good.
follow that closely,
You meet
huh?
girls, that's all they talk about. It's astrology.
Astrology.
Sure, astrology. What sign are you under? You know, that's what they talk about. I tell you, the girls I meet, they're all born under the same sign.
Well, what's that?
For rent. Look, you got to take care of your health. I tell you, do what I do.
What's that?
Oh, I tell you what I do.
Go ahead, nuts over there.
I watch television. I
What?
get healthy from television.
You get healthy from
Yeah,
television? How can you get healthy from watching television?
Who's talking here?
From just watching television?
That's right, the commercials, the public service commercials. They get all kinds of tips how to take care of yourself. You know, they're very, very good, really.
Tips, huh?
I saw one last week, a commercial, a public service commercial was beauty, you know? Yeah, a guy came out, he said, hi. My name is Bob. This is my wife, Ann, my daughter, Susie, my son, Bob Jr. Right in front, here's my mom and dad. Now, we've all had VD. Gotta take care of your health.
Gotta take care of your health.
That's the whole thing of health, yes.
Health.
And you gotta get the breaks. You gotta get the breaks.
Breaks are important along with good
Breaks,
health.
the breaks.
Breaks are probably just as important as good health.
Yeah, yes, that's right. Yeah, I never got the breaks.
Didn't you get the breaks?
Never got the breaks. Never. When I was a kid, I never got the breaks.
Oh.
Never. I was 8 years old on Halloween once. My old man, he dressed me up. He sent me out as the Pied Pipe, you know?
Yeah.
In 2 hours, every rat in the neighborhood was following me. Never got the
Just
breaks.
too early
A lot
for
of
Halloween.
pressure going for me, Johnny. A lot of pressure
Lot of
going for me. I'll
pressure.
tell you, it's a lot of pressure.
How are things going to the club?
What was that?
How are things going at the club?
Very well,
The one
very
you-
well. I'm on vacation now. For the month of July, I'm on vacation. You know what I mean? They're breezing now. Remember those acts?
Who do you have in there now while you're gone? Do you have some big acts in there?
Porter's cleaning up. Okay,
Porter's-
who's in there? I don't know who's in there. A lot of pressure going for me. It's just terrible. It's like pressure, like a heaviness. It's always on top of me, that
Yeah.
heaviness, always there. Other guys wake up in the morning, new day, up and at 'em. I wake up, the pressure, the heaviness is waiting for me, nice, the heaviness. And sometimes I even talk to it. I say, hi, heaviness. And the heaviness looks back at me, today you're going to get it good, you know. You'll be drinking early today. You know. And I can't drink. I'm a bad drinker.
You a bad drinker?
I'm a bad drinker. No idea what a bad drinker I am, Johnny. When I drink, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm telling you, I mix them up. I went out for dinner the other night, had a few drinks before dinner. The waiter came over. I ordered roast beef on the rocks. But you gotta have memories. Johnny.
Memories.
Memories are important. You gotta have
Memories will sustain you.
memories. You gotta have memories. That's the whole
Memories.
thing. Memories.
Memories.
I was talking about vaudeville before, right? Talking about vaudeville before, and I got a picture I want to show you about memories of. Actually, my father was in vaudeville, you know?
That's what I heard.
He really was. Yes, he was in vaudeville for years. And I have a picture here. I thought you may make a kick out of it. He was taken 60 years ago in San Francisco. My father, he was 20 years old. And in this picture, Charlie Chaplin was 23 years old. My father was Chaplin. Well, that's true.
Is that
That's no
true?
kidding around. Yeah. That's right. Maybe folks like to see my old man with Chaplin over there.
I'm going to take a close-up.
Yeah, if you
Your
get it
dad
close
is
enough.
standing
Yeah,
right
my
there.
dad's with the camera now, and Chaplin's with the derby. That was 23. Well, he was 23, 60 years ago, San Francisco Exposition. Yeah, I could tell you a lot of stories about vaudeville.
That's rather interesting. You want to see one of your old pictures?
My old man was in vaudeville, and
Let me picture somebody dug out one of your early publicity pictures.
what was this?
Do you remember these? These phony pictures they would take? Take a look at this, folks.
What's-
Look at the monitor. Look at the monitor.
Is that you?
Remember that? Look at that. He's got a gun with a little doll. That's one of those typical. Somebody dug that out. Does that bring me... Where you going, Rodney? Leave me alone, he says. Isn't it a beauty? Thought you might want to have that.
Oh, it's a beauty.
You go down there for one of those...
I was 19 years
You go down
old.
to Sunset
You
and
don't
they'll
need
make
to
those up for
apologize.
each
That was my first theatrical picture. Now, I'll tell you the truth what happened. I took the picture straight. I didn't like it.
Yeah.
The guy told me he got props. So I got props. And then I used to do bits with this doll here.
Yeah.
You know? I used to do like the different ways people would spank their kids, like a barber hitting his kid, you know, like this. You know. Let me get that picture.
Okay. We'll be right back after one of these...